Tate Real Estate here. Welcome to Talk About It Tuesday, episode 4. Today we're going to talk about what is earnest money in the North Carolina offer to purchase and contract. Last week we talked about due diligence and where that comes into play in the contract. Today we're going to talk about the other money that's given in contract, which is called earnest money. What is earnest money? Earnest money is the money that the buyer gives the seller basically to show good faith when making an offer to purchase the seller's property. As with the due diligence fee, the amount of earnest money is negotiable. The earnest money does not go to the seller at this point. It goes into an escrow account or a trust account, either with a listing office or with an attorney. As long as you do not default, the money is yours and will be used for closing costs, all your down payment in closing. So if you were to change your mind on this during the due diligence period, as discussed in the last video, this money typically would get refunded to you from the trust account. If you do not close, if you back away after due diligence, you may or may not be entitled to a refund of your earnest money, depending on why the closing did not occur. Typically, if you are walking away after due diligence, you will not get your earnest money back unless there are some circumstances out of the norm. And either way, the seller and buyer both need to sign off on the return of this escrow money. Normally, if you walk away during due diligence, if the buyer walks away during due diligence, they will get their money back. So earnest money is much simpler than due diligence money, and this is basically what earnest money is. And next week, we're going to start diving into the offer to purchase and contract so you see how these monies come into play and what the other terms in the contract are. In the meanwhile, if you have any questions I can answer for you, are interested in looking at any property in Lake Norman or interested in our market, please contact me. And I will see you again next week on Tip Tuesday or Talk About It Tuesday. Have a wonderful week.